Good day. Thank you for tuning in and listening to this video. I'm back. I've been productively busy over the last couple of months, and as you know, in January, end of January, my first book was published called The God of the Old Testament Exposed, and it looks like this. And hopefully most of you have read this and bought it. Why Yahweh Cannot Be the Father of Jesus. It's a very interesting book, thought-provoking, and a lot of work went into that. And my good news today is that my second book has just been published, called Christianity, Gospel of Jesus versus the Gospel of Paul. And in this book, I ask this very important question: whose gospel do we as Christians follow? That is an interesting question because we are actually not Christians. Maybe that's news to you. We are Paulinians. Thanks to the church over the ages and the canonization of the letters of Paul, we became followers of the Gospel of Paul, which is quite different from the original teachings and Gospel of Jesus. And all of that I discuss in detail in this book. It's a lot of work that went into this and a lot of research, and I hope that you will find it helpful in your faith journey to come to the point where we are not only lip service Christians, but where we become really changed by embodying the Christ within us. And that's all what the Gospel of Jesus is about. So there's a detailed analysis of Paul, and then his gospel, and a detailed analysis of the gospel of Jesus, and then a comparison between the two, and in the end, kind of advice. So what do we do now? After this, which is now done, I'm going on a very interesting spiritual trip, and you can follow me on Facebook, and you will see all of that on there, and I will keep you up to date. And during this trip, I want to write my third book, because this is a series of 3. And the third book will be daily devotionals dedicated to the Aramaic words of Jesus. And that is important because our translations normally has been done from the Greek translation of the Gospels of Jesus, which is completely different than the original Aramaic words of Jesus. So this is a very important third book, and it will take you through the daily devotions on a journey towards fully comprehending and becoming the Christ which Jesus called us to be in the end of the day. That being said, I will put a link down at the bottom of this video to these 2 books that's already been published. They are both available in Kindle format as well as paperback. And I know the South Africans has difficulty to order the paperback, so please order the Kindle. It's really expensive to buy the paperback in South Africa, which is a pity. Anyway, the first book, The God of the Old Testament Exposed, is also now available as an audiobook, so you can listen to it if you don't want to read it. It's available on audiobooks.com, it's available on iTunes, and it's available, I think, on Google Books, something like that. So you can find it all over the place. So thank you for your support. Thank you for supporting my work. And I hope that these books would bring a lot of blessing into your life. Thank you.